Okay, I'm Josh.
I'm Banks, and this is Odd Places Going.
Viral.
So, Josh,
Yes, sir.
do you swipe?
Do I swipe? Yes, I probably do.
All right. So do you swipe right or left?
I probably swipe. Well, which one is no? I don't remember which one is yes or no.
No is left. So
No is left.
yeah,
I try and swipe right as much as possible. I'm a right swiper.
yeah. How? hmm. I look at myself as optimistic. However, I swipe more left than I do right. And my my reasoning behind swiping left is that if I have a thought or an idea or a person or something in my mind or worry, I have to actually do this. I have to do that. I have to go get out. And it's the swipe.
Why are you such a rush to push these things out? Are these bad things, or are these just things that pop in your head?
Um, Things that pop in my head. All right, so I try not to allow people or things or ideas that are toxic to me to stay in my head, because if they're toxic, they're just gonna take up space and they're not going to give me
Okay.
room or area to think of new things. So I'm constantly, when I think of worry, here's one: worry. Think of
Yeah.
worry or something I'm worrying about, person, place, thing. Swipe it, it's gone. I mean, I can almost do it about that quickly. It might come back to me, and I got to swipe it again.
So you judge it pretty quickly then. Sounds like you know that it's a bad thing, and then you swipe left and get rid of it.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Because sometimes things, I find things knock at my door, so to speak, and I have to answer it to really figure out. I have to say yes first before I can decide and determine. Because what if Ed McMahon was knocking on your door and he had like $45 million for you, and you were just like, nope, get away. I don't care who it is. Go. You know what I mean? So sometimes you just got to take a peek, right?
I
And just,
agree.
oh,
I agree. I am talking about things that I know are
okay.
toxic. In Okay, worry. Let's go. Let's just go with worry. In general, is worry toxic?
Worry is not fruitful. We'll put it that way. It can be toxic, like anything.
It's a negative. It's a negative of some sort, right?
Like soda. Soda is toxic. Too much soda is deadly. So there's levels, right? It doesn't mean you can't have a soda now and then. It just means don't have it every day,
Okay.
constantly.
Okay. I got it. I got it. So what if a person is toxic in your life?
Well, then if they're knocking and they're saying, "Hey, it's JoJo or whoever it is," and you're like, "Oh shit, JoJo," yeah, don't answer. Pretend you're not home. Just pretend it didn't even swipe left. Automatic, absolutely.
Yeah.
As long
Um,
as you know what it is.
or
Yeah.
or or a concept, an idea. Let's think of something now. Racism. Okay.
Okay.
This is in our lives right now. Racism is a toxic concept.
The practice of racism is a toxic concept. Yes, racism is a toxic concept. Okay. However, that is one where I swipe right only in the sense of I won't ignore it. I will not push it out of my head. It's too important it's like cancer. Cancer is toxic, but why, you don't want to swipe left to cancer all the time, because all that is just pushing it off and ignoring it. And
Okay. I see point. So you take something toxic in your head and you swipe right sometimes to it to keep it in your head.
yes, but here's what I do. I put on my hazmat suit and then I swipe right. So this way it doesn't disappear because it's still there anyways, but I'm protected against it. It doesn't have to tear me down. It doesn't have to uh, injure me mentally or spiritually or emotionally or physically.
Okay. All right. I got you. Um, I go. I watch Netflix and I'll watch a movie I've never seen before, and if it gets into an area I don't want to be in, let's say a lot of blood, a lot of guns, I'm not interested. I have to swipe left on that and get out of it. Now, it's the
Okay.
same way with people in my life or concepts. You know, even racism. I really do not want to go down. Uh, I know it exists. I know it's out there. I know people are racist. I know there is unbiased racist or biased racist racism. I know it's out there. I have a pretty clear idea of where I am on it. I think I have a pretty clear idea that racism is going to be changed by generations. It's not going to be changed by me telling someone you're racist. You know, hey mom, you're a racist.
No. Yeah. That never tends to work out too well.
No,
Hi, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. You're a racist. Yeah, it doesn't tend to work.
I don't mean to laugh at it. However, you're right. You're right. I'm chuckling at the ridiculousness of that. So I live in a safer area of going swipe left, pick another movie on Netflix, swipe left, move on from this person who was toxic, and I'm gonna find another friend. And
Yeah.
I'm not going to change that friend. That friend is going to be the way that friend is, regardless of me. Now,
Okay.
here's the thing. The amount of time that I know that, instead of like worrying, getting into my head, and I'm worried, the amount of time that I know I got to swipe left, that means I get it out of my system, and I have a chance to bring in, feed the other wolf, feed the wolf, the
Right.
love. You see what I mean?
And I understand what you're saying. For just me personally, my enemy is ignorance. I can't push stuff out of my head like that. I have to do something with it, about it, write about it, do something that's productive. If it's something bad, do something productive against it. It's just swiping left just feels like a little bit of pushing it out of your way, and that's not me. That's not personally how I operate. No.
Okay, so when you say push it out of the way,
Well, you didn't. But when you swipe left, you don't end racism. You just don't look at it anymore. It's out of your life. It's out of your purview.
right, right. Okay, so you're saying you diligently spend time exploring the possibilities, the ideas. I, I get it. I get it. And I am more. I don't know if it's knee jerk. I'm more. This is not good for me. I got to get out.
Yeah.
Move on. And I can almost do it on a dime, just like as quickly as possible.
Yeah, and it's okay. And everyone's got their tolerance, right? Because it goes back to tolerance. How tolerant are you of some of these toxic and bad things?
If you are talking with, let's say, an extremely racist person,
Uh-huh.
and I feel that I am not going to change that person's viewpoint. I feel that, I mean, in time, if we create a relationship and we have a bond, bingo, then something can change.
What's the first step to solving a problem, though?
You have to identify the problem.
Correct. So if a racist person wants to talk to me, I'm going to listen because I want to know what the problem is. I want to know how they think, what's going through their mind. I want to understand that. Now I'm not going to try and convince that person not to be racist because that's fruitless. But what if I can understand their point of view and how maybe they're misconceiving things or misunderstanding, maybe where their lack of empathy comes from, or their something in their upbringing screwed them up. Who knows, right? Because we're not born racist. We have to learn it. So who taught them to be racist? It's just, I'm okay with doing that. That's one of my skills. It's one of the things I like.
Okay, so I'm not talking about swiping there. I'm talking about swiping in my mind. Yeah, if I meet a
Okay.
racist, and I'll give them the chance to speak their mind, or I'll give them a chance to open up or say whatever they want to say, and listen to them, give them the time to listen. I'm talking about thoughts that come through my head. I have 24 hours in the day, maybe 7.5 I'm sleeping. So, that I got to leave it up to whatever's going on. The rest of the time, I pretty much can control. I can decide what I want in my head. And if I do not want toxicity, then I swipe it. And it used to be I would muck in toxicity, mucking. That's not the right word.
Okay.
I would just sit in it and just stew in it and just like become seething and ugly and obnoxious and mad. And I thought, this is not doing me any good. And anybody that's around me does not want to be around me. My Airbnbers see when I'm heavy. When I'm heavy, I've got something toxic in my mind. I got to slide.
Yeah. And you're talking about a couple different extremes, either swipe left and get rid of it, or you have to wallow in it. Let me share my double D's with you.
Okay.
Have I ever shared my double D's with you?
I don't think so.
Would you like me to? Would you like to see my double D's? All right, here it is.
What are you talking about? Go ahead.
What else could I be talking about when I say double D? Come on, seriously. It's very simple. Deal with it and disconnect. Deal with it and disconnect. That's all I have to do. I deal with it. I don't swipe left. I swipe right. I deal with it. If it's a problem, if it's something I need to, if I'm worrying about something, I deal with it and then I disconnect. Okay. So actually I swipe both directions. I swipe right then left. I'm a righty lefty.
Yeah, your disconnect is going left and dealing with it goes right. So you go right first and then you go left. I'm Banks.
I'm Josh.
Odd Places going
viral, baby.
There you go.